Alright, let's do it again. I was trying to film a video about everything I love about Berlin, but I feel like the words weren't flowing that easily, so I'll give it another shot. I think first of all, that's the thing I love the most about this city, is how every aspect of my personality finds a match. Like literally every aspect. I feel like in some places I have to pick parts of myself and I can be certain version but not all of them. And here I feel like no matter what your interest is or what you like, you will find an event, a group, like a community, whatever. So that is like really beautiful because it feels like it gives me unity. And yeah, that's such a beautiful feeling to have. So I really, really like that about Berlin. I think, yeah, that must be the number one thing. Then another thing is like their, I don't know, how they relate to nudity. I really like that. I think because there's such a strong like sauna culture. People are just seem to be very comfortable. At least it seemed to be normal, more normal, more normal to walk around, not walk around, but like, you know, being naked in saunas and stuff like that. And yeah, and just I feel like there's saunas everywhere. So just I don't know. I feel like there's more nudity, and that helped me so much because I used to be so uncomfortable with being naked. Like really, like even when I was younger, I would like be uncomfortable being naked by myself, even if there was no one around, which is super weird. But anyway, now it got so much better. Like I feel like I went here to saunas like, I don't know, 2-3 times, and then I was fine. I was like, okay, this is just how it is. And it's really nice because technically like it's the most natural form shape you can be in. So I don't know, it feels very amazing. It's very like empowering. I like how it's healing the relationship to my body. Another thing is the city breathes. Because the buildings are not so high, I feel like most of the times like 3 or 4 floors, that's about it. Maybe 4 or 5, but that's it. So you always see the sky. It doesn't feel like you're suffocating underneath the buildings, which makes it feel like it's not that big of a city. And also it's very green. It's very green. There's so many trees and parks and even lakes you can swim in. I mean, what city has lakes you can swim in? So that's amazing. It feels more like a big village than a big city to me. So that's so nice. Because in some cities I feel like it can be very, stressful. But here, because the city breathes and is so green, it is super nice. It's like very calming. Another thing that's beautiful, I love that the clubs are open pretty much 24/7. Because during the year when I have training, I don't want to mess up my sleep schedule. So I love that I can just literally, like, I don't know, during the weekend, wake up, have brunch with a friend or something, and then we go out dancing during the daytime, and then in the evening you come back home, you do your bedtime routine, and you go to sleep, and you're fine next day. It's so beautiful to have that option. Of course you can go out like all night and whatever, but it's also nice to have this option to party like in a different way. So that's also something I find amazing. Another thing, let me think, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because people express themselves so much through their like styles, like, I mean, clothing wise, and also like in everyday life when they're dressed, like some people show a lot of skin. So that makes you also comfortable to wear whatever you want. And I love that because I've never felt as comfortable as like wearing like, I don't know, very short shorts or like a short skirt. And I like that because during daytime and nighttime I feel very comfortable no matter what I wear. So that's super nice. I find it very freeing because if I want to wear like long pants, I want it to be a choice and not because I do it in order to feel safe. And yeah, another thing which is amazing, I feel like when you go out, also, like most places, I feel like you can kind of wear a little bit whatever you want. That's so nice, because I don't know, like in some cities it's like typical like dressing up, I don't know, wearing like high heels or whatever, dresses and stuff like that. That's not really my thing. Like I like something I can move in, that's a bit comfortable, where I can dance in. So that's so nice. I feel like, I don't know, here is like, yeah, pretty much no matter what you wear, you'll, I don't know, okay, depending on where you go, of course, you'll get in. And I like that they look at different things. For example, in Sisyphus, instead of like looking at what you wear, they look at your vibe, your energy. And that I love, because like, I'm like, okay, energy that I have, you know, good vibes, I can give you that easily. So then it's so cool, because I feel like it's the type of people that wouldn't get into like clubs usually, that are the first ones to get in here. It's like, it's so nice. I find that very lovely. Another thing that is amazing is if you're like into sports and you have urban sports, or you don't have it, that's fine as well, but there is such a big, like a huge amount of yoga studios, of dance studios, of like, I feel like no matter what sports you do, like there's just, the city just has so much to offer, which is amazing. I love it, because I have urban sports and I used it this summer for training during like summer break, because like the school was shut during summer. So oh, it's a bit too loud, I'm not sure you can hear right now, but yeah, so I thought that was so good, because I felt like you could maybe for a whole year go every day to another studio, because the city has so much to offer. And then I remember I went back home for a week, so to Brussels, and I looked it up on urban sports, and I was like, there was nothing. There was like maybe 3 classes a day, like for yoga or something like that. And I was like, what? And like 2 different studios, and that's it. Of course, Brussels is a smaller city, so I shouldn't compare too much, but yeah, that's something that's really amazing. Like, it's so good. I mean, if you like to work out, it's fucking perfect. It's like, it just feels like heaven, you know? It's just like on the app, scrolling and scrolling, and you're like, oh, what do I feel like today? For example, you want to do yin yoga, let alone for yin yoga you have 10 options a day, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. It's so good. Yeah, and I think that's about it. And of course, like, I love the diversity, I love how alternative it is, very creative, but those are like the typical things. So yeah, if I can think about more things, I'll come back to make another video. But I think that's it for today. That was a lot of thinking towards the end. I wish you a beautiful Sunday or whatever day of the week it is for you, and I'll talk to you soon. I already wrapped it up, the video, but I totally forgot about another thing that I love so much, is if you are vegan, it is heaven. It is heaven, because I feel like no matter where you go, honestly, even like the little, I don't know, like, how do you call it in English, like the little kebab on the corner has a vegan option. I feel like everywhere, in the supermarkets, the bakeries, everywhere, it is heaven. Because at some point I was vegan, and then here it was always easy to find food, but then I would go traveling, I would spend the weekend in another city, and then I would struggle, you know? You have no real vegan options, so that is amazing here. No matter where you go, no matter what restaurants, you at least have one vegan option, which is amazing.